Hello and assalamu alaikum. The topic for today's video lecture is graph of tangent function. So before we start on with the graph of tangent function, we need to learn a few important things. As you know that sine of angle theta equals opposite side over hypotenuse. And you know that cosine of angle theta that equals to adjacent side over hypotenuse. What happens if we divide both of them? So let's see what happens if we divide both of them. So let's divide sine theta divided by cos or cosine of theta. So that comes to opposite side over hypotenuse divided by adjacent side over hypotenuse. You cannot divide the fractions, so you need to convert this division to multiplication. Or what you can simply cancel these hypotenuse and you will get O over A. So if we change this division to multiplication, this becomes opposite side over hypotenuse times hypotenuse over adjacent side. So hypotenuse and hypotenuse they go away, so your answer is opposite side over adjacent side. And I hope you understand that this opposite side over adjacent side is nothing but value of tangent of angle theta. So this means that we get a very important identity that tan of angle theta that equals to sine of angle theta over cosine of angle theta. So this is a very important result that we will be using. I need to explain one important thing, and that is that if you try to find tan of 90 degrees, your calculator it gives you a math error. So why does this happen? Why this math error comes basically is because tan of 90 can be written as using this identity sine of 90 degrees divided by cosine of 90 degrees. So you know that sine of 90 gives you 1 and cosine of 90 gives you 0. So anything divided by 0 is always undefined. That is why you always get a math error whenever you try to find tan of 90. Similarly, if you try to find tan of 270 degrees, you will again get a math error. Why? Because it is sine 270 by cos 270 using the identity that we have proved above. So sine of 270 is minus 1 and cosine of 270 is again 0. So you will again get an undefined value here. Let us now proceed towards the graph of tangent function. As in case of sine and cosine, we have taken an interval of 90 in this case also. But let us quickly find the values. Tan of 0 is 0. So tan of 90 is undefined. We know this. We'll get no answer here. So it's undefined. Tan of 180 is again 0. And tan of 270s will again be undefined. We have already done that. Tan of 360 is again 0. So now this is interesting. We haven't got any value except 0 if we plot the points on the graph. At 0, my graph gives me 0. At 180, my graph gives me 0. At 360, my graphs give me 0. But what is there in between? So it's impossible to draw. So to ease your working, what you can do is just take half of each interval of 90 and find the value of your tangent graph there, tangent curve there. So let's have this. If we take half of 0 and 90, that will be 45 degrees basically. So if you check the value of your graph at 45 degrees, so tan of 45, if you put this here, this will be 1. So tan of 45 is 1. If you take half of this 90 and 180, you get 135. So tan of 135 is minus 1. Now if you look at half of 180 and 270, so the half of that is 225. So if you try to find the value of 10 at 225, you will get 1 again. And if you take half of this 270 and 360, that will be 315 degrees. And if you take tan of 315 degrees, so that will be minus 1 again. So see 1, minus 1, 1, and minus 1. Let us plot these points. So this is 45 degrees. Say this is my 1, and this is my minus 1, and this is 135 degrees, and at 135 my tangent, it gives me minus 1. This is 225 degrees, and at this my graph gives me 1 again, and this is 315 degrees, and I get my answer to be minus 1 here. So these are the new points that I've plotted here. So now let's join and then draw the graph now. I hope it's now a bit better. So let's join the points, join this point with this one, and then increase it a bit. At 90 you will get no answer. That's why on 90 and 270 we have drawn a dotted line that you'll get no value here. It's undefined, so no answer. So let us join these points, and then we try to extend the graph with a smooth curve. So you need to draw a smooth curve, as smooth as possible. So this is basically the graph of your tangent function.